Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Kyle Vornton, the product marketing manager here at Quorum, and I'm alongside DJ Pryor. DJ, how's it going?
Great. Thanks for having me here today.
She is our product manager for our land management solution. And if you saw our recent press release, then you probably saw the video about us implementing our land software and GIS at Texas Tech University for their energy systems course earlier this spring. How that all got together was we were at NAPE of last year of 2019, and their professor, Jeremy Martin, came by our booth, started talking with us. About 2 months later, I'm sitting at my desk. I get a phone call randomly from Lubbock, and I went to Texas Tech, so I was like, "This is interesting." And so I picked up the phone, and it was Jeremy asking about our land software and put the possibility of using it for their course. Us at Quorum were ecstatic to hear this, obviously. So DJ and I kind of got to work and started meeting with the teams internally and meeting with Texas Tech, and ultimately that led to us donating the software for free to the university to help them with all the land management processes, from entering leases, analyzing those leases, utilizing GIS, et cetera, et cetera. But as you can see on the screen, and kind of been keeping them as a little secret, I guess, so far in this introduction, is Jared Gaines and Kate Weatherby, Texas Tech students who have been using the land system all spring for their energy systems course. How's it going, guys?
I'm doing awesome. Just holding it down here in Lubbock, and we're excited to join you guys.
Yeah, I'm doing great. We're really happy to be here with y'all today.
Yeah, we couldn't be happier to have you guys, and we appreciate you spending the time with us. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit more about yourself, maybe like your major, why you came to tech in general, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah. So I'm Kate Weatherby, as mentioned earlier. I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas. I came to Texas Tech because I really was ready to leave the city and live in a true college town. I had some family and friends that went to Tech, so each time I visited, Tech always felt like home. And I just really knew it was the place for me after visiting a few times. I'm majoring in energy commerce with a focus on the petroleum land management side. And I chose INCO because I always like to challenge and to be pushed out of my comfort zone. And I really love a constant changing, very fast-paced environment, and energy commerce has really exposed me to a lot of that.
And as you said, I'm Jared Gaines, and I'm from Houston, Texas. And whenever I began going through the college process, I realized that Texas Tech was the perfect opportunity for me to branch out of Houston to encounter an unfamiliar atmosphere and meet some new people. I'm currently a junior majoring in energy commerce, and like Kate, I'm also pursuing the petroleum land management side of the program. Energy commerce seemed to be the perfect fit for me due to the fact that every day is something new, always keeping me on my toes. And then additionally, being raised by parents in the oil and gas industry, it personally sparked an interest in the business at a young age, so energy commerce really felt like home to me.
That's great. Representing H-Town. I like it. And I agree with your sentiments, actually. That's kind of the reason why I went to Tech for a lot of my undergrad, is to get away from the city in Houston, go out to a place where I've never been, and meet a bunch of people. Because Lubbock's like its own tight-knit group. You know everyone in Lubbock because it's a smaller city. So it's great to hear. Well, how about let's address the elephant in the room real quick. This whole social distancing that's going on, remote work. How's that affected your social life and networking at Texas Tech? Because like football games are a big thing at Texas Tech, basketball games. So how's that been?
Wow, well, the social distancing absolutely has its pros and cons, Kyle. I mean, on one hand, it's nice to have more time to study and visit family, but on the other, I miss the face-to-face interactions with my professors and peers and going to class in person. But so, I mean, it's certainly been a journey thus far.
How about you, Kate?
Yeah, kind of like Jared said, it's been really nice in a few ways that I've had a lot of time on my hands to relax and spend some time with my family before we take off here in a few weeks. And but at the same time, it's also kind of sad that my last year at such a great university came to an end so fast. I'm completely missing the spring season, no basketball anymore. So looking back on my 4 years of college, I just made a ton of friends and had so many professors that I really wish I had those last few months to really enjoy the remainder of my time at Tech.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Appreciate the feedback. And glad you guys are safe first and foremost, and still enjoying your time at Tech, even though we're all working remotely. And speaking of working remotely, how's getting your schoolwork done for the energy systems course worked out?
Yeah. In our energy systems class, the majority of our work is actually web-based. So doing our schoolwork from home for that specific course hasn't been a hassle for us whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with Kate. I'd like to add that the absence of the personal interaction definitely creates some challenges for us students, just not having that face-to-face personal interaction with the professors makes it a little more difficult.
Good to hear. And this next question, it's going to be a little different for both of you because just from talking with you formally, I kind of know your answer a little bit already. But when you heard that Jeremy, your professor, was implementing Quorum for land management and to use their software, what did you guys think about that?
I was personally super excited when Jeremy told us in the fall that he was reaching out to try to implement Quorum into our class. I actually had the opportunity to attend the training and play around with the software a little bit last summer in my internship, and it went live probably a couple weeks before I was finished there. So I didn't get enough time to truly understand the full program and all it could do. So I was excited to be reintroduced to it in the classroom setting and get a little bit more hands-on time with it at my own pace.
For me, on the contrary to Kate, I had never heard of Quorum until I attended the NAPE Expo earlier this year. So when Jeremy mentioned and explained the importance of implementing Quorum into our systems class, I immediately understood the beneficial influence Quorum provides us for us incoming future landmen.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll tell you guys, we were equally as excited to be able to have this opportunity to implement the software there at Texas Tech. We had been on the product side, really kind of thinking, as a product manager, I always want to make sure that we're looking forward and innovating that product for our future generations. So we had been brainstorming some ideas on how we could potentially get in and partner with some of the colleges and get some feedback from the students using the application. So this just synced up perfectly when we got that call from Jeremy. So we were really excited for this opportunity. And I know that the situation isn't perfect with the fact that you guys have had to work remotely here recently. But how has myQuorum Land helped you guys working on those assignments for energy commerce while you've been home working on your schoolwork?
Yeah, I'll take this one. I mean, well, it's cloud-based for one, so it's quick and easy to sign on and work on it no matter where I am, which has certainly helped, considering I've been mobile traveling throughout Texas the past couple of weeks. And the user-friendly software platform made it effortless to navigate through our assignments that we had to turn in. And then on top of that, you guys were right there with us every step of the way to ensure that we had a smooth transition into adopting the new Quorum software.
Yeah, like Jared said, the accessibility of the software has been seamless from home. Once we get logged in, the platform really does speak for itself. It makes it really simple to complete our tasks and all of the homework that Jeremy's assigned from us while we're doing distance learning. But it is very intuitive and user-friendly, so I have enjoyed getting to go at my own pace from home.
That's great. So the big question, what do you guys think about the software? Is there a specific feature or something that you liked about the software that you feel like you can really see helping you in your future?
Yeah, I really love it. I started my land career by using a very outdated land system that was not very integrated, nor was it organized. So this was a big leap for me jumping to Quorum. But because everything is very well organized, it's really easy to input your leases correctly and efficiently. And my favorite feature is probably the e-calendar function because it makes it incredibly easy to keep up with responsibilities and payments and other deadlines. And my second favorite aspect is everything builds from the bottom up and the software flags you if something isn't done correctly or not saved. So I think that really helps with data integrity and making sure that everything is done correctly. So you have good data, and that's the most important part.
Yeah. And for me, in my opinion, DJ, like I was saying earlier, I immediately grasped how beneficial this platform will be as a future landman. Instead of scrambling to find leases, I can see how this will help organize leases and keep track of the individual liabilities in each. I mean, overall, I believe that Quorum will prove to be a tremendous asset moving further down my career path. And I mean, my favorite aspect, I can come up with many, but the first one that comes to mind again is simplicity. I absolutely enjoy the integration factor incorporated into the software and the fact that the myQuorum system integrates a reporting function and GIS map, establishes a quick and painless work environment, removing conflicts of error when correlating lease, location, affected parties, etc.
Yeah, y'all keep going. I'm writing all these down. This is good to hear.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it's been very successful for you guys. As technology continues to advance and as the younger generation like yourselves enter the workforce, what do you think is critical for land management software to do for you guys to work effectively?
Yeah, I'll take this one. Well, I mean, I think that adapting to change is a great value to have in the world we live in today, which is becoming more technologically advanced on a daily basis. And then moving forward, I believe that it's critical for land management software to be both user-friendly and customer-oriented. So, I mean, in my opinion, simplicity and reliable relationships are of high importance to me in a world that we live in today.
Yeah, I think in our generation, software not only needs to be really intuitive, but also at our fingertips. We live in a world where everybody is on their phone almost 24/7. So the simplicity and the convenience of systems is a must nowadays. And the cloud adoption, like Jared mentioned, is certainly a must as well.
Awesome. If there was one thing you could tell those students that will be entering after you, what would that piece of advice be that you would give to them?
Take advantage of everything. So every class, every opportunity, and every networking event that Energy Commerce will provide. We have amazing professors and great curriculum, and there's no other program like it. So really absorb and learn as much as you can from it while you're there, and harbor those relationships and really just enjoy it while it lasts, because it flies by very fast.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself, Kate. I mean, the importance of involvement within the major, I can't even explain. I mean, don't be afraid to open up and be social with your peers and professors, as those relationships will be there for the rest of your life. Just always take advantage of your networking opportunities. And just as in my experience, that's always been a big thing for me.
Yeah, for sure. As you guys know, one of my great mentors is actually a professor there at Texas Tech. And so, like, I continue to keep him in my back pocket to reach out to for questions. I know we at Quorum want to offer you guys that same thing. Feel free to always reach out to us if you have questions along the way. Excuse me. And we really appreciate any of the feedback that you guys can provide. So thank you so much for spending this semester with us. You guys have been absolutely great. I've enjoyed it, and I look forward to partnering with you guys through the rest of your career.
Yeah, and I echo what she said. I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you guys and even helping you and seeing you guys grow and use the system. It's been really, really great for us at Quorum, and we couldn't be happier to work with you guys. And I want to personally thank you for this awesome hat that you gave me that has rapidly become my #1 hat, not just because of the double T, but because of the, oil and gas well and energy commerce. I mean, there's just so much to like about it. No, but we all appreciate it. And like DJ said, if you ever need anything, Quorum's always there for you.
Yeah, of course, DJ and Kyle, the pleasure is all ours. We appreciate you for having us today, and wreck 'em.
Wreck 'em.
Yeah, of course, we're always happy to work with y'all, and we appreciate everything that Quorum has done for us. So thank you. Rock 'em.
See you guys.
Bye.